Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is going to be a look at my collection and an update video also. I've been asked when I'm going to have some different videos coming out, and I'm going to try and go over some of that closer to the end of this. So stick around if you are interested in hearing about that. If you're just here to see my collection, then let's dive right into it. First up, we have this 1970 140H3 patio. This is my parts tractor. I will show a picture in the corner of the screen right now of the one that I am restoring, that I'm using this tractor for. I'm not going to show you the other three tractors on video that are over in the other building. I'll just put pictures of those. So right here is the parts tractor, and up in the corner is the one I'm restoring with it. They're both 1970 H3 patios. This one will be for sale when the second one is done, but I'm not looking hopeful on getting that done this year, so we'll try again next year. This is a 1968 110 hydraulic lift. You guys saw this spring. I got it running. It had a front scoop on it and driving. I'm going to sell it now. I'm going to put the front scoop on the 212 so it does run and drive if anybody's interested in it. I've got it up for 600 bucks. This one is a 1971 120. It's just a green tractor. It's going to be hopefully getting restored in the next few years, and you'll see that on the channel. I don't think I've really done anything else on the channel with it. This is my 1974 140H3. I restored this one on the channel. From the start, this one's been on the channel from when I bought it blown up, tearing it down, looking through the engine, figuring out what happened, to building the engine back up, rebuilding it, putting it in, and then later on painting it. It's all on the channel in the last, probably in the last year and a half, 2 years. This one, I've been throwing around the idea of selling, but it's not listed or anything. But if anybody wants it real bad, then I am throwing around the idea of selling it. It will leave on turf tires with 0 weights, and obviously the blade's not going with it. But it's got 40 hours, I think, on the rebuild. Complete brand new engine. Oh, 39.3. My bad. It's got almost 40 hours on a full engine rebuild. At 10 hours, the transmission was serviced, and so was the engine, but I've serviced the engine since. The transmission's only every 500 hours. Engine's every 25. I just serviced the engine at like 36 hours, or no, that wasn't right. 26? I don't remember. I would have to look it up. I just serviced the engine not too long ago, I believe. I think it was 36, because at like 12-ish hours I serviced the rear end and the engine. So 25 hours would be, yeah, so around 36 hours, so about 2 hours on oil. This is a 1971 140H3. I picked this one up this past Thursday, the 26th of October. And I love this tractor already. It has quickly become one of my favorites that I own. It runs amazing. I'm still doing work to it. When I got it, the transmission showed empty. I've put 2 quarts in it so far. I need to run it, circulate it, and see if I need to fill it again. I need to change the engine oil. The charging system, they said, doesn't work very well, but it hasn't drained the battery yet, and I've used it quite a bit. So I'm going to check that. I already fixed a few other things on it, but you saw this tractor in plow day. I uploaded that video Friday or Saturday, don't even remember anymore. It did come with a mower deck, which is right here. When I bought it, they said that it had been gone through. It's got all new bearings and belts. And when I got it, I went ahead and sharpened up all the blades and painted the underside black to keep it from rusting. So If you want to see me mow with this tractor, that can be seen in the future. There probably won't be much more mowing, if any, this year. It's currently like 44, 45 degrees. That's today's high. It's not going to get any warmer than this until the end of the week. It's supposed to get into the lower 50s, like 51, 52. So summer activities are done. Fall and winter activities are starting. This is a 1970 112 hydraulic lift patio. You guys would have seen this on the channel about 2 years ago. I bought it and got it running. Had a bad transmission in it. So if you haven't seen that video, I do recommend it, along with all the videos on this and several other videos. If you're new here, go ahead and look back through and see if anything interests you. This is a 1970 120 patio. See all the white coming through? Type code says patio also. It is on the list to be restored. You did see me get it running 2 years ago-ish when I bought it. I pulled the engine out of it this spring for the 140 project. That's the engine out of it. And this engine is out of a 120 that I parted out. The reason I did that is because it had a 14 horse Kohler in it, which is not the correct engine. I didn't want to rebuild one for the 140 since it's not really going to get used. And the engine that was out of this ran really good. It didn't burn oil or smoke. So it's going in there. This engine does need rebuilt when I restore this tractor, which is fine. This is a project I'd like to get done in the next year or two. So go ahead and watch for that if you're interested. This is a Gravely 432. It's a 1971. Oh, and getting sidetracked here. The restorations only happen during the summer for anybody who's looking forward to this. It will be next summer or the summer after. But anyway, back to this. It's a 1971 432. Engine is rebuilt. I've got the paperwork on it. I didn't do it. The kid that did it did not do the governor. So the governor's bad. If you try and throttle it up, it just runs away. So it needs some help. I'm going to sell it. I think I bought another 432. This is a, I don't know, probably like a 2021, 2022, probably 2021 Buddy the cat. He is a pain in the butt and always underfoot, but he was a stray that adopted us. So here he is, squeaking at me. But yeah, this one's probably going to get sold since I have another one. I'm not sure if I'll fix it or sell it yet. It'll just depend on where that goes. It's not listed for sale or anything. Then we just got this original 80 cart full of random parts and chowder. Don't know what year this is, but it's a Gravely 8123. Got a 12 horse Kohler. Good tractor, but burns oil. It's got like 2,200 hours or something like that. It runs good. I'm going to sell it though because I'd like something different. I'm going to sell it with a tiller if anybody's interested in that. Then I've got this 1985 210. It's all original. I bought it from the original owner. And I'm going to sell it also. You guys would have seen me get it running this spring on the channel. I had a guy wanted me to do it all up for mowing so he could buy it, and then he backed out. So the mower deck on it's fully rebuilt. It's got all new bearings, all new belts, springs, spindles, everything's brand new. New pulleys. So the deck is 100% brand new, gone through. The tractor runs great, doesn't burn any oil. I'm going to sell it, but I got to have $1,000 for it. Just because of what I put in the mower deck. I would sell the mower deck separate if anybody's interested, but it's going to be expensive since it's rebuilt. I'm not taking a loss on it. This is a 1971 112 or 110 patio. Sorry. It's a 110. You guys would have saw me get this running, a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago on a channel. I don't even remember how long ago, honestly. and it's also now for sale. And then up here is my 812. It's going to be a parts tractor for when I get an 814. I don't remember what year it is, maybe a 78. I do not remember. And there's that Buddy the Cat again, getting nosy and all over the place. Then we got this Craftsman thingamadoodle. It's a 6-speed side shift, so now it's a middle shift. Widened, pulley swapped, it's pretty fun. Not sure yet if I'm going to sell it or fix it. Transmission's out again. We got a sickle barge, to 3-point sickle bar for the 400. This is my 1975 400. I've had several questions on this tractor lately. It's still here. It's just not running again right now. So it's the 380th one built. I bought it from the original owner, and I need to put a bunch more work into it, apparently. I will go over some more of this later toward the end of the video. We got here, and the hood's in the Craftsman, but a 1967 430 Gravely. I bought this from the original owner, and it's all original except for this front tire right here. Other than that, I believe everything's completely original on it, except obviously my front drive kit I've put on it, and my reinforcements for the dash. But it's a darn nice tractor. I've been using it. I broke a tie rod, so that's why it looks like John aligned it, or Bubbles aligned it. Tie rod's off of it. I'm trying to get a new set. Then we got this. This is a 72 is what this is. Gravely 432. I bought this like a month ago, planning to get it running, and I still haven't touched the thing. So I need to get on that. That's one of this winter's projects. Need to get that running and driving so I can use it. You guys wouldn't have seen anything on it yet, but you will before too long. Then, of course, all my attachments. I got the number 4 log splitter, and blades, and decks, and plows, and discs, and planters, and chisels, and cultivators, snowblower, tillers, blade, center blades, all kinds of stuff. Then I got a lawn sweeper, and somewhere over there is the rake. And then right here we got a 1980 317, completely original. I am the 3rd owner. The 2nd owner bought it because he wanted the mower deck off it and then proceeded to sell it to me. So, I mean, I don't even know if that really counts, but I'm the 3rd owner. It's beautiful original, but I think I'm going to sell it because everything around here gets used. I don't really want to tear it up. Got 852 hours on it, original. Real nice tractor. If anybody's interested, let me know. I am not selling it to anybody that wants to use it. I'd like to sell it to a collector that's going to clean it up and display it, take it to shows. If it's going to get used, I can do that with it myself. This is a 1973 140H3. The only reason that I bought this tractor is because the serial number is close to Bug-Eyes-ish. It's several hundred away still, but it's pretty close. This is the closest one I've found so far. So I'm not really going to touch it yet. It's still a barn find. I haven't washed it. I haven't done anything with it. The story on this tractor was it was the guy's dad's, and he mowed several properties with it, and the transmission had started to leak real bad, so he took it to the John Deere dealer and had them rebuild the transmission, all new seals and everything. And apparently he died while this tractor was at the dealership getting fixed. And so when they were done, they called and said, it's done. And so the son went and paid for it and picked it up. He said it was like $800 to go through the rear end. He said he mowed with it once, parked it in the barn, and it has been sitting there for about 10 years. I've had it for about 2 months-ish. So that's the story on this tractor. It's got an interesting story behind it. And I'm still not sure if I'm going to get it running and use it, or if I'm simply going to sell it. I will definitely sell it if I find a closer serial number 140. Like I said, I'm looking for 54948, which is a 1973. or very close. It would have to be a closer serial number than this one. So if anybody knows anything about any tractors with that serial number or close, let me know. I'd be willing to do some serious trading depending on condition. Might trade several tractors, or we'll see. Next up, we've got another 1980 317, completely original. Obviously the 4 tires aren't, I guess, but other than that, it's original. It's got a correct reproduction seat on it. Bought it from the original owner. I got it running last fall. You guys would have seen that on the channel. I bought it, got it running, and had to put a new engine in it because the engine was shot. So go back and look at that. I've done quite a bit of work on this tractor. It's still not there yet, but I'm probably going to keep it unless somebody offers me a pile of money for it. Then right here we have most of my 200 series set. We'll start down at this end to keep in order. We got a 1975 200. It's original. It's in decent shape. Bought it running. Needs some work. Haven't touched it. It's been like 4 years. Nope, probably 3 years. Definitely needs some help. I'll get to it one day. Here's that buddy again. Goofing off. Then we got my 1977 208. Bought it running and driving. It was lacking power, and the last time I had it running, I tried mowing with it, and when I brought it back in, it just wanted to die, and I haven't fiddled with it since. It'll also be done something with eventually. It won't get restored. It doesn't smoke or anything. I'll just make it usable. The 200, I'm not going to do anything with the paint because it's original. There's a yelling cat again. He's trying to do his chin-ups, apparently. Guess he gave up on chin-ups. Then we got this 1975 210 hydraulic lift. It needs rebuilt, but it's original paint, so it's not going to get repainted. The hood is not original to the tractor. The hood that was on it was trash. So that's a decent, I believe, original paint hood that I put on it. This one, the engine needs rebuilt, so I'll be rebuilding the engine, and then it'll be put back into commission. Then we got this 1975 212 hydraulic lift. It needs full restore. The engine in it is worn out, and some ding-dong painted it and sprayed everything green. The frame's supposed to be black down there, and they just sprayed everything green on this tractor. So I'm hoping to do this one next summer, restore it, rebuild the engine and paint it. This fall or this winter, I will probably take the engine out and start the rebuild so that when it gets warm enough, I can paint it and put it back together and not be an all summer project. Next in the lineup, we've got a 1975 214 hydraulic lift. This one, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with yet. Somebody restored it. They didn't do a very good job. It looks presentable, but not great. It could use some help. The engine runs and doesn't burn any oil, but it's not the right engine for the tractor. It is a 14 horse, but it's not the 75 engine. All the tins don't line up and everything's stripped out. So I'm kind of been looking for a 75 214 as a parts tractor. And I'm not sure if I'm going to paint it or not. I might. We'll see. But I've been towing with it now for 2 years. It does pretty good. So, also, it's not over here. It's in the other building right now. It's over at the shop. I have, and I'll put some pictures right here on the screen right now, a 1979 216 hydraulic lift. I'm currently restoring it, so you'll see some pictures of before, and then I'll throw some in here of current. It's not put back together yet. It's almost completely done. It will be done by the end of the, hopefully by the end of the year here. So we'll see, I guess. I need to get the engine in or not the engine in, the starter into the shop and have it rebuilt. I don't do that myself, so I need to take it somewhere. And then I can put it all together. Also, in the other building, I'll start putting some pictures here. I have a 1968 112 hydraulic lift side tag. It's currently being restored. It's not going to get done this year either. I've been working on it for about 4 years, and I just this year painted it. It's been getting sandblasted and primed, and everything's not painted. I still need to do the hood, and the engine I haven't touched, and the seat frame I haven't done anything with. So it's going to be at least another year till it's even close to done. That's all the garden tractors I have. I also have 2 Yamaha snowmobiles. Here's one of them. I'm going to sell it if anybody's looking for a snowmobile this winter. This one's souped up, has a brand new track. Well, it used to be brand new. It's probably 10 or 15 years old now. It's actually, I don't think it has very many miles on it. These are pretty good sleds. I've been riding one of these for several years, and they're a lot of fun. They're light, and they're pretty quick. They'll get up and move, and so I highly suggest one. They're a 340cc 2-cylinder 2-stroke engine. They put out like 32 or something like that horsepower, but this one's souped up, so it'll be a little more. So if anybody's looking for a snowmobile this winter in Ohio, here you go. Or if you want to just drive to Ohio, I guess. This one's for sale. I'm going to list it for like $500. I bought it this spring to get running because the guy said that we hadn't had snow long enough. He was going to sell it. It hadn't run in 2 years. It has spark, but I haven't tried to start it or anything yet. He was trying to dump some gas in the spark plugs and get it to start while we were there, and it wouldn't even fire. So it might need spark plugs. Who knows? I haven't messed with it. It was one of those projects that I bought thinking I'd get right to, and I haven't touched it since I bought it. So that's where we're at there. And here's a picture of the other one right now. Then I've got this forklift. It's an old Clark. I can't find anything on it. So if anybody can give me any information on it, here's the plate. So if anybody can give me any information on this, I would appreciate it. I've been working on getting this running. At this point, I'm not sure if I'm going to continue that or just sell it. I also have a Model 70 propane John Deere and a Model D. I'll drop some pictures of those here real quick also. And that's my current collection. Well, nope, that's a lie. That's a complete lie. I have several. I have several more. I'll show you real quick. Okay, over here I got I don't even remember. I think this is an 87 216. It's got a rebuilt engine. It's for sale. Doesn't run. Hasn't run in several years. Somebody rebuilt it and blew the head gasket and parked it. I put a new head gasket in it, new head bolts. Everything's all done. I was going to get it running. Was working on it this spring, doing a video, and restoration season came around, so I just parked it out here and haven't touched it since. So it's for sale if somebody would want it. Then here we got 77 208, so 80 212, and 79 214, all for sale. All of them have good engines. They all turn over and have compression, but none do run. And then of course here we got the hoopty. I had somebody ask about that. But these 3 tractors, I'd take $300 a piece for them if you took all 3. And then this one over here, I've got to have more like $400 or $500 for it to get out of it what I have in it. Then of course naturally I've got a pile of parts stuff. I got 2 brush hogs that are for parts. I've got a buddy that's for parts. I got some trailer axles that are bent that I can build something out of. Parts sickle bar. This is the tiller that's going to go with the 8123 Gravely. I got a rotary plow for a Gravely I'm going to sell, some other mower deck pieces. Then I got a random pile of junk here. I just drug this out, and I've been going through this. It's got lots of junk on it. I got this blade, no idea what it's for. Came with the 120. Then I got 2 snow plows for Gravely's. Excuse the mess, everything outside and strewn about I've been organizing this morning. I got more space now. This is the mower deck for the 317. I still have not cleaned it off, which I wanted to do and have completely forgot. We've got some disc parts. They're all locked up. I've been trying to free them up, but now they're sitting right here. So that's my collection in its entirety. Now, some updates for anybody who's interested in that. The 400, it needs a starter. So my plan is right now, once the 216 is done, I am going to bring it out, and maybe one of the other tractors that are over there, take the 400 over there, pull the engine out of it, and take the starter off, have it rebuilt, put everything back together, and then we can use that till something else breaks. I'm not sure when that'll be, but hopefully it won't be too long, and you guys will see that. I'll make a video. It won't be a very exciting video, but it'll be a video nonetheless. And yes, it's still here. No, I haven't sold it. No, I'm not going to sell it unless somebody offers me quite the pile of money for it, because I have quite the pile of money in it. These tires aren't cheap. If anybody has bought them lately, you'll know. Let's see here. As for restoration videos, the 216 will be done here in the next month or two, and that will come out. You guys will see that. The 140 patio, I'm not sure if I'll put out a part 1 this fall. I don't think I'll be getting to it anymore this year since it's getting cold. I don't know how much footage I've got. I'll have to check. But otherwise, that will be a next summer thing. On the side tag, I haven't filmed any of that because I bought the tractor before I had the YouTube channel, and I have been working on it off camera the whole time. So I didn't think it would be very exciting to start randomly in the middle working on it. I was asked about what was going to get restored next summer in my live yesterday. This is going to be getting restored next summer. I need to be able to get it together and use it to put that scoop on it, and it doesn't do me any good sitting around, so I'd like to get it restored next summer. Also, if I have time, one of these 2 120s will be done, either this one or it'll be at least started, or this one. I will let you guys decide on that when the time comes. So this one's the 120 patio, and that one's the green 71. Both of them will need restored. Both of them need the exact same thing. Just this one will be white. Both engines need gone through, and they both need painted. They both have all 4 tires already put on them. I'm just going to keep the tires that I have on them, and yeah. After that, I don't know what else is on the agenda for restorations. I need to rebuild the 210 and do something with the 214. 317's already original. I'm not going to do anything with it. This, I'm not sure yet. It might get restored eventually, depending on if I can find a closer serial number tractor. So that's where we're at on restorations. If you guys have any tractors you would like to sell, I am in Ohio. I love to trade, so if anybody wants to trade, I'd be more than glad to work with you. Things that are by no means and under no circumstances for sale: my entire 200 series set, these 5 and the 216, not for sale, period. Everything outside's for sale. I have almost a full 200 series set that's for sale. I got the 208 outside, the 210 right there, and then 12, 14, and 16 outside, all of them are for sale. By no means will I ever sell this or that. Also, my 140 patio over there, I probably won't sell that. I don't really want to sell this, but if somebody offered me enough money, I would. I would sell that, but I'm not super keen on it. That, all would be sellable. This I would sell, this I would sell, this I would, this I would, but I'm not too keen on that either. That I would sell. Snowmobile I would sell, the forklift I would sell. I'd sell that snowblower, the snowblower over there. So I got lots of trade in stock if you want to trade, or if you just want to buy one. I got a whole cartload of mower decks over in the other building that I can either sell or send with, that I'm not keeping. I am keeping some decks. Keeping this one for my 140 unless somebody offers me a pile of money and I sell it. And then I have one sitting out right now for the 317. For this one, I'm going to keep that unless I sell the tractor, which I would sell, but it's not going to be cheap. So if anybody's interested in anything they see, let me know. Worst I can say is no. I am looking for a few tractors at the moment actively. I want a 1970 110 hydraulic lift patio to match my 112. And then I'll have the full set of 1970 patios. I am also looking for, obviously, Bug Eyes, which is 1973 140, serial number 54948. I am going to be looking for either 1971 or 1969 110 and 112 hydraulic lift that are green. 112 has to have a Kohler. I will not buy a Tecumseh. I am also looking for a 140 H3 side tag and a 110 hydraulic lift side tag. Other than that, I think I'm pretty good. If I do end up selling my 112 side tag, which is in the other building, which I will sell, if I do sell that, I'm just not going to bother looking for the other two side tags. I'm going to continue to look for them right now because I don't think that tractor is worth selling for what I have in it. So it's just going to end up going to shows. Other than that, in the Graveleys, I am looking for an 814. I wouldn't mind having another one of these brush hogs. This is the newer style one. The ones outside are the earlier style one. I'd like to sell them and get another newer style one so I have a backup. I need to fix that one right now. And yeah, other than that, I don't think I'm looking for anything right now. I'm just trying to refine my collection to what I want. Eventually, my plan is going to be 200 series set up through here, which 216 will be here. This will be here. This will be where it is, but over this way further. 400 will be here. And then this, I'm not sure what will happen with it. Then over here, I'd like to have 110 side tag, 112 side tag, 140 side tag. Then green, either 69 or 71, 110 and 12 hydraulic. Then this tractor will go here, and one of those 140s will go here. And then I'd like to have the 4 patios, and then I'll have 2 more spaces I can put Graveleys in or other chowder. Otherwise, if I don't do the side tags, which I don't really need to do those, but if I have one, I want to have all 3. If I don't do those, I'll have 5 spaces up here. I can put some Graveleys, the Craftsman thing, if that stays, the sweeper, rake, some other stuff. That's the current plan. If anybody's got any of that stuff for sale, let me know. I'm not really buying a whole lot of stuff other than what I'm looking for. I would if it's not too far and it's cheap or it's brought here, just to get running and tinker with and then resell. I'm not really trying to keep a lot of tractors that I don't want my collection right now. So if anybody's got anything they would like to get rid of or sees anything they would like to buy, get a hold of me. I will put my email in the description. And if I don't get back to you right away, I'm not ignoring you. I just don't check my email often. I will also link my Instagram page in the description. You can message me there also. And yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. And if you want to see any content on any of these tractors particularly, let me know and I'll try and get to it if I'm going to do something like that. If you have any video requests, just drop them down below. Any questions? I'm always looking through the comments. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them below and I will try and get back to you and answer you. I go through all the comments and I try to respond to all of them. So thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it and I will catch you on the next one.